Hi everyone, I'm Karina,
Hi, I'm Emma.
and welcome to the Artist in You podcast presented by Moksha Canada. It is a podcast for this time to give artists a platform to showcase their talents.
And you can find us on all social medias under Moksha Canada.
Yes, be sure to follow us on Instagram, other social media platforms, as well as subscribing to this YouTube channel, and make sure you like and comment on this video. So today we have a very talented artist. His name is Jacob. So Jacob, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I am Jacob Pearl. I am a musician, producer, probably other things that I'm not thinking of right now. I'm currently attending the professional music program at Ryerson University. Yeah.
Amazing. And so I'm also in that program, so that's how we met for everyone watching. But why don't you start by telling us how you got involved in music and production?
Like music goes way back because it starts with me as a little kid. I would really like getting all the like pots and pans and hitting them with wooden spoons and stuff. Just I really appreciated making loud noises, which I ended up becoming a drummer, which makes sense. Then like later on in kindergarten, my teacher tried to have an exercise where we would all clap on beat, and I was the only kindergartner who could clap on beat. So like she suggested to my parents that I learn drums, and then from there I started doing guitar, piano. I started messing around in GarageBand on like my mom's iPad, and I'd always do that. So eventually, like when my family was getting like a Mac, I asked my mom if she could get like the education pack, or like I'm not sure if it's education or something else, but like it had Logic Pro, it had Final Cut Pro, and you know I've been using Logic ever since. I've been just making a lot of stuff in there. I've also used Final Cut a bit, but I'm not as good with it. I'm not really the best editor. But yeah, that's just sort of generally how I got into music.
Cool. I love that story about how you're the only one who has rhythm and stuff, because that's a good story to tell, and it's funny and it's cool. You had that talent right away, and they knew. It reminds me of like when I was in like daycare or whatever. When I was little, I was like one of the best readers or something, but it's not like I speak sometimes. I'm still good at reading, but it was just like, I don't know, it was something I was naturally good at. So yeah, it's cool seeing those things early on. So what have you been doing during the pandemic? Like, have you been doing any new projects, or have you found any new hobbies or anything like that?
The thing is, like, early pandemic, I just kind of lost all creativity. I didn't want to do anything. I was in a very like sort of just like I'm trying to think of the word here. But whatever. I was just doing nothing, and I would open up Logic, and then I would like mess around with one synth, and then I would close Logic again. It was sort of about figuring out how to be more creative, because I wasn't really having the best time during lockdown. I was just kind of on the internet all day. But like I sort of managed to get back into the groove of things. I made some songs. I actually made a lot of like joke mashups to send to friends, just like taking the vocals of one song and the instrumental of another song, putting them together. I tried to find like songs that just had very different energies from each other, just because I thought, I don't know, I find stuff like that kind of funny. I guess like, and that was a lot of what I really did, because like I feel like I for some reason just wasn't really having the energy to create things seriously. So I like with like editing like dumb videos together, making like messing around in Photoshop, making like just goofy stuff. I just sort of made things to make my friends laugh for a while. And, you know, I'm not really sure if that was like 100% the best from like a pure artistic standpoint, but like it made me feel better. And also I feel like in doing that, I actually like developed some skills that have carried over to like seriously making music.
Yeah. It's good to not be like so serious all the time, you know. It's good to have fun, and it's good you found something that made you laugh, and you could also make your friends laugh too, so it was good. And I totally get that you were like not doing much, because like some people felt like that they weren't doing much, they're unmotivated, and then other people were like they gained more inspiration. So like there are two different moods you could be during the pandemic, and I definitely, a lot of people felt that way. Like they were just like, I don't want to do anything, you know?
I feel like even like pre-pandemic, I've always had a tendency to have like months where I just can't do anything. I'm completely
Oh,
unmotivated.
trust me, me too. I get that. Like
And
it's,
then like randomly one evening, I
yeah.
just make an entire song. That's
Yeah,
sort of
you get inspired at random moments, but a lot of the, sometimes you feel like really unmotivated and it's just random. So, but yeah, I get that.
and the thing is like you don't really control when you get motivated.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of can by like I don't know, looking at yourself in the mirror and like motivating yourself, like trying to get yourself motivated will motivate
Like you
you.
can get yourself to start, but like it's a situation where if you start randomly, you can't really get yourself to stop. And there have been times where I've been like working on schoolwork and then I just really want to make music. And then I just go do music and then end up having to stay up very late getting back to that schoolwork.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, kind of recently, I've been feeling a little bit like a lack of motivation because I don't know, like I think a lot of people go through this, but I don't know if maybe you guys have experienced this, but when the seasons start to change, it starts to get darker out earlier, and it's a little bit colder, I find that it really affects like my mental health. And so I just kind of feel like sleeping earlier and then I get less done throughout the day. So yeah, and especially lately it's been kind of gloomy weather, like where I am anyways, it's kind of raining and stuff. So I find that for me personally, I'm more motivated when it's like sunny outside and I feel happy, you know.
Yeah, me too. When it rains, like all I want to do is just sleep. Like I don't want to do anything, you know? And it's like I have depression, but like definitely these like months are the months that it's worst. Like when it's like fall, winter, spring type thing. Like it's more, I don't know what it is. It could be the weather, just the season changing. Like the days are actually shorter, you know, and I don't know what it is. Just the mood gets worse. And I know so many people feel that way too.
Mm-hmm.
See, I also sort of feel worse during like the winter and
Yeah.
like months like that. But for some reason when it rains, I don't know, I like making music when it's raining. I
Yeah,
find like
some people have told me when it rains, they love it. They're like love listening to the sound of rain. It's calming, but I don't know.
yeah,
Rain always makes me feel like I just want to be lazy and sleep or something.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, like when it's like kind of recently it's kind of been like a stormy weather type of vibe, like raining or thundering, lightning. Like I think last week or the week before there was like a storm. And I'm like I literally just want to like cuddle up on my couch and watch like a scary movie because it's like Halloween time. You know, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to eat snacks and watch movies. But sometimes we can even look at these types of experiences and times where we lack motivation as something we can actually use later and write about, because like we all have a little bit of like a hump that we have to get over, or like when we're in a slump and we're not feeling it, but we can kind of pick ourselves back up and use those experiences to like draw for more art to come out of it, you know.
The funny thing is like I can't like produce when I feel sad, but like if I'm writing something on my guitar, I'm way more productive when I'm sad. I don't know why.
It's it's sometimes, yeah, it's really good to like write about what you're feeling. Like Karina was saying, it can like you can write about that stuff. It can give you like inspiration for things to make music about. So yeah, I don't know. It's like you can write about your life experiences and stuff, and definitely other people can relate, so it's like a win, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anything, Jacob, that you're looking forward to, like specifically after the pandemic?
Well, like I'm definitely looking forward to going to concerts again. That's really cool. I have tickets to some concerts, but like a lot of concerts are getting pushed back a little bit, so I don't know if they're gonna happen or not. It would definitely be cool to like be able to go to the other residence buildings and like make music with people over there. That's a bit more of a Ryerson thing. Um, yeah, just stuff like that in general. Being able to do things I wasn't able to do in the pandemic, just anything really. Um, even like today I went to a record store with some people and there was like I hadn't been in like a record store. Well, like I've already been in a record store since I moved to Toronto, but like before that I hadn't been to one in like a year or two just because of the pandemic. Just getting back into things that I used to do.
Hmm. No, yeah, for sure. Um, I am definitely looking forward to going to some like real like big concerts like Scotiabank Arena because I've gone to a few like smaller performances like obviously because things are starting to open up. They're having some things, some events happen, but the numbers are relatively small still because of COVID. But now like the vaccination stuff is like being put in place, like the rules around that. So like I think relatively soon I should be able to go to a concert at Scotiabank Arena. Like I'm waiting for Ariana Grande to come back because I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to going to another concert like that. So yeah. But Jacob, you were gonna send a couple songs for us to play, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I think now would be a good time to show one of those songs. So I know you will all enjoy it, and here it is.
who would you say is your like biggest like inspiration or motivation? Like it could be like a family member or maybe like someone famous, or who really motivates you or inspires you?
Like, it's hard to say for like who inspires me, because like I don't know. I think it's just a lot of different people. Like most artists I like inspire me to some degree.
Yeah, is
Like
there any like artist your music is inspired by, or is it just completely your style?
it's like I'm bad at listing influences, because like my music doesn't sound a lot like artists I listen to. Like there are bits and pieces where I can be like, okay, I can tell this part of this song was influenced by this artist. Like there's one synth arpeggio on like one of my songs that like really reminds me of some like Daft Punk stuff. Like, but it's hard to say like I'm bad at being like, oh, my sound is like just generally inspired by this artist, because it
No,
isn't
I
really.
get that. Yeah. What style of music do you make?
I guess like I make a lot of different stuff. Like I'm probably gonna only be sending over some electronic stuff, because most of the more indie guitar based stuff I've written but haven't really recorded yet. I don't know. I like making a lot of different stuff. That's because I feel like I haven't really found a super concrete like sound or style yet, and I think that's a good thing to some degree.
That's fine. You can make all different types of music, So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like because you are very like heavily involved in music and production, and you have a lot of creativity, obviously, do you have any words of advice for people who want to get started in doing what you are doing currently?
Honestly, like at the end of the day, with anything like you want to do in life, just do it. Like it, because it's very easy to be like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have this. Like I don't have this MIDI controller or this keyboard, or I don't have this software. Just start with what you can get, whether that's like GarageBand, whether that's whether that's can I talk about music piracy on this show?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
software.
no.
Okay, if it's like a cracked version of FL Studio, I'm sorry, Fruity Loops. But yeah, like whatever you can get your hands on, just start working with that. It'll carry over, because like any knowledge of how to make music carries over. Because like it's very easy, and I've been like it in the past, where I've like not done enough because I didn't feel like I had the right things. But like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any like making music in any way is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a great answer. That's perfect. I also think that now would be a good time to show Jacob's second song, and it's amazing, so I know you all enjoy it, and here it is.
Okay, so we're gonna play this or that. Just pick whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, okay. Do you prefer working alone or working in a team?
See, I've been trying to work with other people more, but I don't do that a lot. So I guess I prefer working alone. I don't know. I tend to make music in a pretty isolated state.
Yeah,
Or
I
I'm
get
not sure if that's just artistic or like in general. And in general, it's probably also alone. Like I hate group projects so much.
Yeah, it's kind of both. Yeah, I kind of get that. Like I've been trying to, like I'm in a film class this year, and I've never taken film before, and it's not really my thing. Like I just like singing and music and stuff. But I'm trying. Like we had a group project, so I'm trying to just like do more group stuff, but it's like I don't know, it's always been really hard for me. Like I'm shy, and like I'm actually like left out of the group, and it's not their fault. Like they're not doing it on purpose. Like there's a circle of people and I'm just like there, and like I'm like kind of out of it, you know. I'm really shy, so people probably think I'm like sad or something. I don't know, they like don't want to talk to me, but I'm trying to be more like, I guess, collaborative, you know. But anyways, I think I like working alone better, just yeah, because the same reason.
Mhm.
Though like also with group projects, like I like having my mark being completely under my control. Like I don't want to have to worry about somebody else handing in their
Yeah,
thing on time or like.
because someone else could lower your mark, and it's like, well,
And it's
that,
also there's like a level of concern of just like, oh, I could end up lowering somebody else's mark if I mess up here.
yeah, but I do love like being in groups of people I know and that like really try to include me and stuff. It's good. Like for example, my band, like I love working in a group because you just get to hear other people's ideas and it helps you too. Because like you could be having a day where your mind is just completely empty and other people bring ideas to help. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think for me, I would say that there's positive and negative aspects to both because, like, sometimes working by yourself, like how we were saying earlier, right? If you're lacking motivation, you don't really have anyone like helping you or like pushing you, or like, when you're working in a group, you kind of feel obligated to get your part of the assignment or, song or whatever it is done because you have other people depending on you. When it's just you, you kind of just have to like force yourself to get into it and get it done by like a specific deadline. Um, but I think I'll say like I prefer working in a group because like I am in a band and I find that when you're working with others who like are also, really talented or really good at like whatever it is, it pushes you to be better as well. Cause like you kind of all want to be on like the same level. And then also like in terms of school or really anything, you can get the project or whatever it is done quicker because you can divide up the work. So I would just say like fingers crossed that you get a good group of people to work with. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in bands before and like it's an enjoyable experience. I'd be interested in being in a band again at some point.
Yeah, it's fun. So I'm gonna ask the second this or that question. Okay, pancakes or I'm thinking of a breakfast question. Okay, yeah, this is good. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes, easy. Like pancakes, one, like very easy to switch them up, like blueberry pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes. Like the texture is better. I don't know. I feel like waffles just they aren't as good. But like both of them are worse than French toast. French toast, number one, like breakfast meal. And I'll stand by that.
I love
I'll
that.
die on that hill.
I don't even know if I can eat French toast for breakfast. Like I feel like it's too like sugary. Like I feel like a mom saying that, but I don't know, things that are too sweet or like make me feel like sick or whatever. But I get it. That is French toast is good. Anyways, This question is always hard because like I feel like they're the same thing. They're just batter in different shapes. Like a pancake is a circle and a waffle is like I feel like
Well, which shape do you prefer?
I like the little things in waffles. You can put syrup in each one. But yeah, but they're the same thing. I think waffles are more like crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside too. I like that about it. So yeah, I'll say waffles.
Mhm. I feel like I've gotten roasted about this in the past, but I actually don't like either. I don't even like French toast. Oops. Like, sorry. I really don't. I'm not really a breakfast food person. Like, I love lunch meals. I love dinner. Like, I love pasta. I like hamburgers, like hot dog, like all of that stuff. But
Oh,
like when I think of
yeah.
breakfast, I'm like, I don't even love breakfast sandwiches, honestly. I like bacon. I mean, some of the breakfast sandwiches at Starbucks, like the bacon Gouda sandwich, I really love. But other than that, I guess if I had to choose, I'll choose pancakes over waffles because you can have like chocolate chip pancakes and those are pretty good. So
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
For a while, I just didn't eat breakfast because I would sleep in a bit and have like an early lunch and then like dinner. I only started like consistently eating breakfast again because I'm on a meal plan, and like not having 3 meals a day is technically wasting the money. So I
Yeah,
don't want to do that.
yeah, I know so many people who don't eat breakfast. It's like I eat breakfast every day. If I don't eat breakfast in the morning, I'll be hungry and tired and grumpy and stuff. Like even if it's just a bowl of cereal, like I don't know, my belly needs something in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't really eat breakfast. I mean, like in the summer when I could, like sometimes I sleep in a bit now because just university classes aren't like super early in the morning. But when I think back to like previous summers, sometimes I'd wake up and have like a brunch. But like, in high school when I had to be at school sometimes at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, there's no way I'm eating at like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. Like, no, no,
Hi.
Yeah.
it feels weird.
I'll eat at any time.
Nah, no, because I wake up and I'm just not in the mood. Like I don't know, not even like it's not like a nauseous feeling, but it's just kind of like if I eat right now, I'll feel sick. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Okay, I'll ask another one. Hmm. Oh, I think I know Jacob, what your answer might be, because I mean we're all musicians, but you do producing. So do you prefer your phone or your computer?
Okay. This is an interesting one because it really, because I'm debating here because like I spend way too much time on actually, you know what, the things I do on my computer are like mostly, like they aren't always productive, but at least like they're things I want to continue doing. Like I use my phone a lot, but it's just for stuff I wish I didn't do as much. I spend a lot of time on Twitter and I don't know why. I've
Yeah, no, I get that. They're kind of like, well, your phone and computer aren't the same thing. I mean, they're different shapes, but they're kind of the same thing because they're like both. You can get social media and Netflix and whatever. But for me, I'm like always on my phone, always on Snapchat, always on Instagram. But then at the same time, like whenever I'm doing something like doing my hair, I'm always on my computer watching Netflix. Like it's like there's always, I'm on my computer a lot too, so it's like I don't know. And then computer again is what I use to make music too, so it's like, and I and things open better on your computer and they're easier to like write things and files and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I do more work related stuff on my computer, but I'll say my phone because I'm on it more.
And also like if instead of just which one I prefer, if it was like I have to get rid of one of them and I can
Yeah,
only use one, like then it would be weird because like I like listening to music while going for a walk, but I guess in this like world where I was not allowed to use phones,
you could
you
just
could get
take
like
the
an
computer for
MP3
a
player or
walk.
something.
You could
Just
like,
holding my Mac.
yeah, just playing music down the street. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, because I feel like here's the thing, having like a computer and no phone is like slightly mysterious, mildly cool. Having a phone with no computer is like, I don't know, mildly normal. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say my phone just because it goes everywhere I go, like it's always in my hand or always in my pocket. Um and like, I love posting on my Instagram story and just like updating people who follow me and like texting people. Like I'm always texting friends and like DMing
yeah,
friends to check in and like all my group chats and stuff. Like technically I could do that on my computer, but you can't really be on the
yeah.
go all the time and like have your computer
Yes,
with you.
you can. You
So
gotta hold your computer out in front and just be like
Just like
no.
continuing the podcast, walking around outside,
yeah.
just
Jacob
going
casually
on a
going for
journey.
a walk.
In a circle around his room.
Yeah, I was going to like go outside of my individual room, but like I don't know what's going on with my roommates, and I don't know if they'd appreciate being filmed in any way. So just kind of gave up on that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just have one more question for the this or that game. And this is kind
So
of
this is the
relevant
most
right now
important one.
because, pardon?
So this is the most important one.
No, I don't know.
Clearly,
None
you're
of them are
leaving the
really,
best
none
for
of them,
last.
yeah, none of them are like that important. This is just more like
These
a
are deep
fun.
existential questions. Come on. Pancakes or waffles? That's very important.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so it's kind of relevant right now because one of the shows, like for me, I'm currently watching them. But do you prefer The Voice or American Idol?
I have not watched much of either. So
What about like if you just think of the concept, like which concept do you like better?
because like okay, because I feel like with The Voice, from what I know about it, like there's a bit more of an emphasis on like on like the judges, which like I get that's good from a marketing standpoint, but I feel like there's some degree where that can like de-emphasize the
Well,
contestants. I don't know.
the voice is where they like turn around their chairs, right? And then
I
American
think so.
Idol is similar to America's Got Talent. It's more like audition, perform type thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think the difference between them because I honestly don't watch. I watch America's Got Talent more, and then The Voice. I feel like I haven't seen American Idol in a while. Is it even on?
Yeah, it's
I
on. It's just not on right now. Katy Perry is a judge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now. But yeah, I think I like The Voice better. Just the concept of the chair turning and then being on a team with one of the judges. That's pretty cool.
see. I don't know. I don't really. I don't tend to enjoy like sort of that style of show very much. I don't know why. It's just like not really my thing.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I get that. Like sometimes I get annoyed with competition shows because you're like, oh, this person should have won. This person was better. But if it's just based on votes, it's not even up to the judges. It's just kind of up to, whoever has the most Instagram followers who's
Yeah.
competing. It's just kind of like a popularity contest. Sometimes obviously the people that win like deserve to win. But like then there's other times where I'm like, oh, this person should have advanced to the next round. Like,
Or
you know,
it's something they like, no offense to them, but it's like, oh, I have cancer, like obviously it's sad and it's a story, but if they can't sing, then like and then they win for their singing, well, it's not really like they're winning, like they're great and they're okay, but it's like if they don't have the talent and then people are just voting for them because of like their whatever they're going through, it's I don't know, it's kind of not.
yeah, like they tend to harp on the background stories in a lot of competition shows, which is like fine. Like I don't know, I guess it's
Like,
it's
no,
fine.
I get that
It's
because
like
it can be your inspiration of why you sing or why you write music or stuff like that. But it's just like if they don't have the talent, then it's like I don't know.
but yeah, it is something like it's something I kind of don't appreciate about the structure of shows like that, and like a lot of similar shows where it's like it has to go over like everyone's tragic backstory or like heartwarming backstory, and it's just like, I don't know. I get why that's there. I get that it's there to sort of provide a narrative element, but like to me, it feels almost like exploitative to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know why.
exactly. I would agree. It's like, yeah, I can understand why there's like a little bit of that, but sometimes they push it a bit too much and it's like too in your face, and then it just kind of comes across as like not genuine sometimes. So yeah. But no, for me,
Especially
I
because
would
they use a
prefer.
lot of like, oh, sorry.
No, yeah, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Especially because they like during the sad stuff, they tend to use a lot of like very stock sad music, and that kind of like it makes it feel extra forced.
Dramatic, but the reason they do that is because it's the reason we watch it. You know, we like seeing that drama and stuff. It's like, oh, you want to watch again. It's like how I watch those like doctor shows and stuff. Like they're just so interesting. 'Cause, like, oh, there's a car crash. Oh, my gosh! Like, not that those are good things, but like just the suspense and everything is, it
Yeah.
makes people want to keep watching. So
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's true. Because like people, not everyone, but some people like gravitate towards like drama and stuff. But for me, I prefer The Voice. They've had some really amazing singers this season and in past seasons. And like, not to say that American Idol hasn't, but I just feel like they have a larger variety of amazing singers on The Voice that I don't really see on American Idol. I could be wrong, but just in my opinion, the quality is just like a bit better. And also, Ariana Grande is a judge this season, and she's been doing great, and she's really funny. So I've been enjoying watching it a lot.
did you see that one part where she fell? She tripped. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up the this or that game. And Jacob, we just have like 2 more questions for you. I was just wondering, do you have a favorite song right now?
Yeah, actually. I've been listening to it a lot. It's Hazard Duty Pay by like JPEG Mafia. He like released it to his YouTube channel because he couldn't clear the sample, which makes sense. It like very heavily samples the song it samples, but like I don't know why, I've just been listening to it over and over and over again. Like earlier today, I listened to it like 5 times in a row. Wait, can I mention multiple songs I've been listening to a lot recently?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try and keep it to like 2 or 3. um, but yeah, another one I've really been listening to a lot is Hotlines by like Dogleg, which like I really like that one. It's more of like a post-hardcore song, but like I really like the drums on the chorus. Like the drummer's kind of playing a bit of almost like a disco 4 on the floor groove there. And like it's interesting because it sort of it actually fits very well. Also, it's just like I think it's a really well written song in general. I'm going to see them live at the end of the month, so that's cool. And another song I've been listening to a lot recently, X Factor by Lauryn Hill, which like that's one of those songs that's just great, and I don't feel like I even need to say why it's great. You can just listen to it. It's just really well written. Yeah, amazing song. Yeah.
Awesome. I'll definitely check those out, and maybe people in the audience will find a love for those songs as well.
Yeah, and I could just keep talking about songs I like forever, but like that would probably be very boring.
Yeah, anyways, this is our last question. It's the most important. Well, it's not, well, it's just like the most, it's kind of like thinking. It's not, don't worry, it's not like a science question, but it's just
It's
something to think about, So anyways, It's if you could invite 3 people to dinner, living, dead, fictional, or real, who would they be?
That's an interesting one because first off, I feel like going with I don't know, I feel like I have to have a lot of dead people there because nobody gets to have dinner with them.
Yeah.
And I feel like because I feel like I could go with a bunch of famous or important people that died, but like 3 is the maximum amount.
Yeah, we
I'd
usually.
probably have to go with and this isn't going to be super deep or anything, just my grandfather died before I was born. I'd love to meet him. I've had family members compare me to him a lot, so that's interesting there. My grandmother, who died when I was really young, I don't really remember her super well. Those are taking 2 out of 3. And it's weird because I don't have any more dead family members that are super important to put there, or super direct relatives that are dead. So the third person, now I'm gonna have to figure out somebody to fit with them, and it's I don't know. I'm not really sure who would fit in well there.
You, your grandma, your grandpa, and Michael Jackson.
I don't know. I feel like Michael Jackson would be a weird person to have dinner with.
Yeah, yeah. Someone told me something about Michael Jackson today that I've never heard before, and I guess I should have known this. But, anyways, now I'm kind of scared of him. Well, he's not alive, but anyways.
I mean, if he comes back from the dead, might be concerning. Well, he might be coming back from the dead to have dinner with me. That's the thing. So
yeah, that's if you choose.
Third person. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with a random one, one of the members of Daft Punk, either of them. But they have to be wearing the robot mask. They're just gonna be having to look at the food. They don't get to enjoy it. I don't know why I'm being so mean to this member of Daft Punk.
Invite them to dinner and not give them food.
No, well, if you're a robot, you can't really eat food.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, that was a really sweet answer, with your grandfather and grandmother. I can understand that too. And
actually,
then,
for the third person, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go with Jay Dilla because he's really influenced me as a producer, and Daft Punk have as well. But I don't know, he'd probably be able to eat the food because doesn't wear a mask.
You can bring someone, you don't have to starve.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's great. You get to have a conversation with someone who has influenced you and inspired you. So that would be a good combo for sure. So
it would be weird with the grandparents there as well, but I feel like that would be a unique dinner experience.
Yeah, exactly. So how about before we wrap up, you just say anything you want to promote or a social media platform that you want people to follow?
Follow me on Instagram, Jacob X Pearl, JACOB X PEARL. It's a private account, but I'll probably accept it. If you look up Jacob Pearl on YouTube, you can probably find some of my music and various other stuff. I'm Jacob Pearl on SoundCloud, but that has a lot of my old music that's bad. So maybe don't check me out on SoundCloud, actually.
Just forget I said that.
Just forget about the SoundCloud. Come meet me in person. If you see me in public, say hi. If you are mad at me and want to fight me, come to 288 Church Street. I can say the address because it's a university residence. Don't worry, I didn't just reveal my house to a bunch of strangers on a podcast. I don't know, if you wait outside, I'll probably have to exit at some point. So
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna come fight you. So yeah.
sounds fun. Sounds fun.
What?
It's, I don't know.
What is going on?
I've never gotten into a fight with a podcast host before. So like, and I'm assuming I'll have to at some point,
No,
it's on the bucket list.
It's okay. I'll just get your autograph and then leave. So yeah.
I cannot do cursive well. Like my autograph would be horrible.
You
If I ever
can just
become
your
if I
autograph
ever
doesn't
become
have to be cursive. It can just
Yeah,
be,
but like my handwriting's
my
bad in
autograph
general.
is literally just Karina B, just written out, printed.
Yeah.
I think if I ever become like successful, I'm gonna like bring one of those like fingerprint stamp things. My autograph is just gonna be my fingerprint, and it's gonna be
and that's also
unique
good
and
because
special.
no one can copy it. Well, I guess they could, but
Yeah.
anyways.
Anyways, so yeah, that would be very unique for sure. I'll say my social media. So my Instagram is at karina.b, Carina.b. I also have a tie-dye shop on Instagram, to die for shop with the number 4, so check it out for some tie-dye items. And my Facebook and YouTube is Karina Bianchini, and my TikTok is Karina Bianchini XO.
And my Instagram is Emerald B Music, and my YouTube and music on all streaming platforms and Facebook is under Emerald B.
Yes, so pardon?
Oh no, I just said cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was gonna say yes, cool, slay it. Go follow Emma, go follow Jacob, and follow me, because we are stars. Yes.
And
hype us up, give us that clout.
yeah, come to my address, say hi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Imagine
Well, thank you.
Imagine if someone just shows up. Someone's watching the video and then they like show
I'm gonna
up.
leave my residence and somebody's gonna be there. I'm gonna regret doing this.
I know you. You're famous.
Yeah, they're like, Jacob Pearl.
I've always wanted to meet a friend of the pod. I've heard the phrase friend of the pod used in podcasts and I hate it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Friend of the pod. But technically now you're a friend of the pod.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to start using it in conversation. Because like I feel like I didn't do the best intro for myself, but now it's gonna be better. It's just, like I'm Jacob Pearl. I'm a musician, producer, friend of the pod. I don't know. I feel like I want to just do more things like once entirely to put it in my introduction. Like I want to say like playwright, painter.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's all about the experience. Yes.
Just like have a very long opening section of a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, no, I always find it funny when someone is being introduced or you're introducing yourself as like singer, dancer, actress, model, superstar, fashionista.
Yeah,
all this stuff.
The only at some like performances and stuff, that's how they introduce me, because it's on my bio and I send my bio, so they're like, oh, this is Emma Bowden, she's a singer, dancer, actress, and I'm like, what the heck?
It's like piano player, guitar player, ukulele player.
It's so awesome.
I feel like I might just lie on stuff like that to get them to introduce, like just I don't know.
This is Jacob Pearl. He's famous with 21 million followers.
Just like, I don't know. I wanna add something that like sounds impressive, but like doesn't sound fake. Like I'm just gonna add in like award-winning playwright, because that doesn't say what awards. I don't know. I have no interest in writing plays. I don't know why I've mentioned adding that to like bios of myself.
Because
a
playwright, like it just sounds cool,
I don't know. I feel like if my goal is to become, like successful enough that I have a Wikipedia page, but like not successful enough that like the moderators will notice when I add like random things to the beginning of it. Like I'm just if I ever get a Wikipedia page, I'm adding in play right there. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, Jacob, for coming on the podcast today. We really appreciate it, and we had an amazing time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to everyone watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also follow Moksha Canada on other, social media platforms. And yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching The Artist in You, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.